From Georgia.
That's more like it.
It's Friday. Freaky Friday. Ooh, let me get this up and running.
You undo the plug. You have to take and unplug it.
Unplug it?
Yeah, mine's capped.
Oh, my cap came off, that's why.
Alrighty.
Here.
There we go.
Get a little whip.
Yeah, because you don't want that flying out.
Can you get me sideways so we don't see the heart thingy?
Yes, because that thing drives me batty. Alrighty, let's go here. Let's go there.
Ooh, there we go.
There. We're going to skip all that nonsense.
Thanks, because now we're not going to get paid.
There. Now you're...
I know, but...
There you go.
All these things. Get out of there.
There you go. There's your comments.
All these things are focused. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, release a little air. What's going on here? Thank you. A word from our sponsor.
Thank you, yeah. All right.
It's a word from our sponsors. All right, there we go. We are connected live.
There we are. There we go. All right.
From Clary's Cafe. Yeah, go down that way. Go ahead. What the heck? Who cares? We're crazy like that.
We are.
We are live downtown Savannah by Clary's Cafe. Good morning.
Good morning,
Katie.
Oh.
Woo. Look at these little old houses in Savannah in the back alleys as look at that. That's a square box. That's what everyone should be living in. A nice little small square box.
Hey, as long as it's got a roof over your head and you put a bed in there and cook, you're good to go. All right. Let's go to the left.
Well, you ain't got no choice because that's a one way.
I thought so. All right, here we go.
Turn right onto Cabochon Street and then turn right.
Say that again.
Just be careful.
It's Habersham. Not
In
the way you
500
said
feet, turn left onto East Terrace Street.
Hope
Turn
everyone
left
is
onto
having a
East Terrace
good
Street.
day this morning. Waking up.
Yep, waking up.
Beautiful 74 degrees. You have no stop sign.
I know, I'm just...
Yeah, well, you know
that's
when
the
there's
church. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was... That's the
You know when
cathedral.
that person behind you comes up your ass and hits you. And you keep passing it because it keeps
Turn
telling
right
you.
onto East Perry Lane and then turn right.
Just go straight across and make a left.
Uh-huh.
Be careful. Because not everyone has a stop sign. They don't
Yeah,
have
I
a
know.
stop sign. Go ahead, make a left. Right here, make a left. You keep going straight, it's going to take you around the block.
In a half mile, turn left onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Oh, the Christopher J. Christopher place. The Drayton Tower. Proof and Provision. It's a weird name for a building.
Maybe it's the name of a company.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
The ghosts are interfering with the signal. This Bull Street?
I don't know.
But this is where the Irish people are buried.
Mm-hmm.
On this street here.
Warm Soul Historic Site. Next time we come, we gotta check that out.
I just couldn't believe that CVS was haunted. It was a jail. I didn't even know that. We would have never known. We just, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Gotta pay attention, man. You want me to drive? That's the parking lot. The hotel that we used to stay at. The trolley buses are waking up.
How is everyone doing this morning?
That's it. Possibly we might hit some rain going home.
Yeah, it's been a little on and off misty here this morning.
I think this weekend everyone's gonna get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Turn left at the traffic light onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and then turn slight right.
Yep, the old town thing. Gotta get here early.
In 800 feet, turn slight right onto I-16 West.
Ooh, empty stores.
Turn slight right onto I-16 West.
Jesus. And we're on the road again.
Continue on Third Road for about 8 miles.
On the road again. Keep an eye on your speed. Because there will be cops out this week because it starts the Memorial Weekend.
I think that's what they were doing last night, too.
Yeah, I think that was a road show. We're getting off at 157B. pretty
Yeah,
soon.
right there.
Nope. They have not caught up, that's why. There we go.
A lot of construction. Goodness gracious.
Not where you like. There we go.
Hey, here we go.
Almost looks like a winter sky.
It does today. That is for sure.
That's our exit 157. Not that one.
In 2 miles, take exit 57B on the right to I-95 North.
lot of accidents in that spot there.
That or they did something when they were fixing it or something.
In 1 mile, take exit 157B on the right to I-95 North.
Why are we going north? We should be going 95 south. South.
Take exit 157B on the right to I-95 North and then keep left.
It's saying Florence, South Carolina, and Jacksonville. So
I know. Just make sure we're going to the Jacksonville. Yeah. That's fine.
Keep left onto I-95 South.
Let's see.
I guess we got donut at the tire. I don't hear galloping in the back.
This is it. 95.
All right.
Continue on current road for more than 50 miles.
Yep, that's usually what you do.
Hey, ¿cómo estás, Jose? Aquí es 64 de grado. Es de Georgia. Y parece que va a llover aquí y en Florida. Y en Florida es 91. Any gas station you see, just pull over and we'll get some gas.
Yeah, because I don't plan on walking from here to Florida.
Puerto Rico, it's 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85. 85 ¿Qué tú vas a hacer hoy? Tú tienes muchas cosas para hacer. Porque cuando los otros llegan a casa va a ser otras vacaciones. Says only that's missing is a coffee for you.
Do what?
Only that's missing is a coffee for you. No, nosotros,
No.
nosotros ayunar. Pues la cosa es que cuando estaba llegando aquí, bebieron café y 2 sitios de gasolina y el café estaba mal y los tónicos son mal de café.
Listen, I drank a half a bottle of Pepto-Bismol and I still got a jacked up stomach. He's going to Chico's to his kid's house. Pues nosotros desayunamos en un sitio ahí pequeño. I guess we'll get off here. They got a BP.
Ain't like we got a choice.
Right? Not like I care because I'm not getting coffee.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Stations. Just get whatever and keep on, but we don't know when the next exit is.
That's it. I got a marathon.
Don't matter. All these gas stations here are going to have cash and credit prices.
Yeah.
So whichever one you take, it don't matter. Easier to do something on this side anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In 500 feet, make a U-turn if possible. Make a U-turn if possible and then turn right.
Yeah, they pride in clean restrooms. They said, don't go to Sunoco. They got shit restrooms. We got clean ones.
In 0.3 miles, turn right onto Martin Court. The route will be returned here.
All right, you return here.
Okay. Now I put petrol in the car.
Be careful. Ay, tiene una Hooters aquí también. Y aquí para llegar para casa es como 6 horas. 6, 7, porque voy a parar a los 2 Buc-ees. Tiene una aquí en Georgia, un Buc-ee's, y otro en Florida.
All right, let her rip.
Un Buc-ee's. Ese, no sé cómo dice un beaver. Es un beavers en inglés. Es un animal, es un gasoline station que es famoso aquí en Estados Unidos. Yo hice una video allá. Es un gas station que parece como una Walmart adentro. Es grande. Y mucha gente va para allá que vive cerca. Va para allá para comprar, tener cosas para casa, para carro, para todo, para todo. No, we had breakfast. I was up at like 6 o'clock. I woke up with a nasty headache. I normally wake up every day between 5 and 6, no matter what. I mean, I can't sleep. I have a sleeping issues. So we got up at 6 and took a shower by 7:30. And then we went to Clary's, which is right next to the African cemetery. And we had our breakfast. And now we're on the road. We have to get gas here because we only had 47 miles of gas. And it's 60-something miles from here to the Buc-ee's. And then we're going to stop at the Buc-ee's, Katrina, and then we'll be giving you a call so you can see the hoodie.
Heck no, woman, I ain't skipping breakfast.
But BB is skipping coffee.
I am skipping coffee.
We did have a nice cup of coffee at Clary's. And
girl, let me tell you, my stomach is still tore up from the floor up.
But I woke up with a migraine and my throat was sore. I don't know.
That's because we didn't have the CPAP.
Boulevard West, and then turn
That's
left.
true.
We've gone 2 nights without it.
But it could have been all that energy too
It could have been.
that I had in me yesterday.
Turn left onto Fort Argyle Road.
José,
and
tú
then turn
viste
right.
el video de ayer por la noche. El primero video
Your boy lost it last night.
que nosotros estaba caminando en Savannah y estaba haciendo cosas de espíritu, buscando un espíritu. Y cuando estaba en el pueblo, yo estaba llorando y you're good here. You're clear.
I gotta wait for big guy here.
Pero si tuviera el primer video que dice Alex Riley, mira ese video.
Turn right
Yeah,
at the
Alice
traffic light
Riley.
onto I-95 South.
Do you got a way for me to send you money instantly? No. Just do like you did last time. Put it on a Walmart card and just send it. That's all.
Easy peasy.
Okay, Jose. Visto. We are headed to Buc-ee's. Hello, Julie. We are heading home. But we're going to stop at Buc-ee's first. When we're headed home, we're going to stop at Buc-ee's. When are you going to Texas? Ah, we don't know.
That'll be next year, babe.
Could be next year.
It won't be this year.
You complete me. Buc-ee's. He's so sweet. He says we complete him.
Okay.
And when we do go to Texas, we are going to spend like a couple days in Texas and a couple days in Louisiana. Hello, hello, Kelly. Good morning, Cameron B. We ended up waking up this morning not feeling well, called out of work. Julie says, watch the haunted videos of you crying. Are you calmer? I woke up with a nasty headache this morning. I have a migraine. And a sore throat, like in the back of my throat is so dry.
Cameraman got touched last night.
But hope you feel better, Kelly.
Well, that right now, the weather's changing for everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, I woke up with a nasty migraine this morning.
How did the Nurtec help it?
It brought it down. It's very light migraine now.
Okay.
But this morning it was like a piercing, and then the back of my throat was so dry.
That's for sure. I think that's what messed me up too yesterday in my throat. I don't care how much water I drank, my throat couldn't stay wet enough.
Yeah, like I was clammy.
No matter what I drank, it was like drinking battery acid.
What I'm going to do with that video is I'm going to find the good pieces of that video when we did the investigation, and then I'm going to make a short version of that video so that way people don't have to watch an hour and a half's worth of video. But it was like we were talking. It was like I was good all the way up to the point that we met Micah from he's a famous paranormal, and the guy we were talking to was a famous paranormal investigator, and we have seen him on TV. He does shows, but I think not only does he do shows, but that Savannah movie theater, I think he has a lot to do with that there. But when we were talking to him, he looked familiar. He just came out and talked to us, as you see in the live, and I figured let me ask him questions about my meter, because the meter light was on. It's never been on like that. And he's like, yeah, that means it's on. And I said, you sure? Because at first I was like doubting him. I was like, he don't know what the hell he's talking about, because it was off. I'm trying to explain to him it was off. But then we got to talking, which made sense that possibly the battery at that time was dead when we were in the cemetery. But then somehow at nighttime, the battery had energy in it, because I never ever remember that green light. So anyway, we just started getting to talk and everything, and then we were telling him, like, yeah, we like watching the Expedition X when they do the paranormal stuff, and he was like, oh, then you've seen me on the TV show. And
he was at the brew house.
He was at the brew house.
Yep.
So we're like, oh, he goes, I'm Micah. And then when he said that, I said, oh yeah, I remember, because Micah is like a local YouTuber that does Disney stuff, and I always make fun of that name. It's like, who the hell? And then when he said that, I was like, yes, I remember you. And then he started explaining the different areas in town and how it works, and basically just reassuring us that, yeah, don't let people tell you because you're using apps or this, the technology is getting better and all. And then he was, you know, telling some stories and stuff to us, and then inviting us. I mean, even though that's an 80.
I also want you to check that camera while we're out and about today, just to see if it will
I
come
will.
on.
I will. And you know, you know, like he really was feeding us knowledge, and it reassured us that what we are doing is right, the correct way. And then, like I said, he told us, hey, you know that CVS pharmacy over there by where Alex Riley hunger stuff, that was the jail, and the jail is across from the place that they used to hang people, which makes sense.
Right.
You had the jail, the hanging, and then the cemetery. And then, you know, then he was telling us to go visit to where the African slaves were buried, and that's what the second video we did. But anyway, all up to that point, it was like I mean, now when I think back about it, as I was talking to him, I felt like I went into a dream mode, like there was clouds. I don't know if you ever experienced where you're just sitting somewhere and it just feels like it's like a dream. And it was like very calming and everything when he was talking. At that point is when everything changed in me. And I felt like when I shook his hand twice, it was like I was in a different reality. I mean, I'm telling you, at that point, I mean, thinking back, it was like I felt like I was just in a dream. And I meant to ask him about the flashlight, which I do know red flashlights is what people use, but and then I don't know, then I was just going back, and then the spirit talker was getting very angry and talking about attaching to BB and all this other stuff, and we were getting in, and then we went into the circle one more time before we went to the car. And then at that point when I left, it was like, I'm not bullshitting you, it was like I felt a sadness in me when I seen that number 13. And BB was like, nah, I seen that. And I'm like, no, I'm convinced I did not see that 13, and it was flashing. Yeah, the lights are made to flash like that, but the point is all this stuff is happening, and you're walking into there, and you're seeing this 13 flashing at you. And mind you, I'm in some kind of zone at that point. You know, to me, that 13 was striking harder to me than it was to BB.
Yeah, because I had already seen it.
And it was like, as for some reason, I'm not bullshitting you, at that point, there was nothing in my mind that was sad. I mean, I had no emotions or nothing, and it was like I just started shaking and breaking out in a cry for some odd reason, and I could not control it. And it was like and the thing is, my brain was so rattling because I'm like, what the F am I crying about? Like I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm not thinking about no one from the past. Nothing's in me, but it was just like and I'm telling you, man, I could not hold it. Then my chest, I started hyperventilating a little bit, and then I got clammy. I mean, I got a dry clam. Like, if you guys are ever out in the heat and you get dry clam like that, and then my mouth, and oh my gosh, it was like, I don't know where the hell I went to. But it was like I was there mentally trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but my body was reacting physically. And it was like I had no control over it. And it was like, I'm serious. I mean, I'm serious. Like,
and I still think it's because you touched that damn Ouija board.
Well, yeah, like the Ouija board did say Alice Riley's not going to be here tonight, but there's going to be others. And it said we were sitting, I mean, that Ouija board was on. And as the guy was telling the story, he was even like, it was the spirit talker. While he was talking, the spirit talker was just talking back, and he was talking to him, because at some point he was saying he's a liar, and all this other stuff. And the guy was like, yeah, and then the guy goes, yeah, he was talking about his grandfather, and the thing said grandfather or grandson, granddad, and he goes, yeah, see, knows I'm talking about my granddad, and I didn't tell you I was talking about my granddad. And it was like this between him and the spirit talker. And he was picking, like I said, if you see in the video, he's picking up the word, go, yeah, you see? Yeah, you see? It's like that thing is talking. And it was crazy. It was like I said, I don't know, man.
See, that's where I messed up the first time. I didn't do the sign of the cross. And
Right.
I did not tell them that they could not follow or attach.
Right, we didn't say that in the beginning.
I didn't say that. Normally I do.
Right.
So that part of that was my fault.
So Kelly says, Cameron, you freaked out last night. I remember commenting saying maybe you shouldn't do it anymore. Just chill out for the night. But then you guys came back and did more. I was very surprised. Well, because we wanted to take it. I don't know. Something just told us go to the African cemetery.
See, the thing of it is what no one realizes, especially with cameraman. He gets so excited, he doesn't think. He just goes right into it. And when he does that, and sometimes that puts us in a predicament, kind of like what we experienced last night. But another thing is he always wants to refuse not to wear a cross. He don't want to put a rosary in his pocket. But after last night, he'll either do it or we won't do any more ghost hunting because...
Julie says, thought that guy you were talking to was kind of creepy. Well, the thing is, he is a paranormal investigator. He is a ghost hunter, a very famous ghost hunter.
Yes, he
and
is.
he, like when he was telling us the story, he sees physical stuff. Like he said when he was in the CVS pharmacy, and it threw a box of tampons at him because he said basically the ghost, when he was in there for something.
Told him he was being a wuss.
Yeah, he was being a wussy, and it and a lady came around and goes, did you see that? So like he sees stuff even beyond what we see. He sees the physical assets of it. So, but no, and like I said, I did not know who he was at first, and then in the middle of the conversation, that's when we said what we like and what we do, and then goes, yeah, then you seen me, I'm Micah. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, you did look familiar. But I mean, but when you're around him, I'm telling you, man, it was like I went into if you guys ever drank when you were young or whatever, it was like I was in a high, in a dream when he was just talking. Like I just, like I said, it was just very hazy and really just crazy and stuff. Hello, Grace. Ghost Hunters just got up, had trouble sleeping for some odd reason. Good. Buc-ee's bound. Yeah, we're going to stop at 2 Buc-ee's, one in New Brunswick, and then the other one's going to be in Florida at St. Augustine and stuff. Somebody wants a hoodie. We're going to see if there's a hoodie there. The second Buc-ee's, I want to try the chicken sandwich while they're going to eat something there. One of my favorite parts was when you read what time it was, and the spirit says no. That was somebody that typed that in the comment and said in California it's something 17. And then the thing just spit out, no, it's not. And I was like, you think about it, by the time you type it's 8:17, right, it could be 8:18, and depending on the clock that you're looking at, your clock could be faster, slower than my clock.
Well, not just that. It could be that they never been to California, so they don't know about time change. And
that was the other thing, is that we're in Savannah, and I read a California time zone. So, it was basically debunking. It's telling us, nah, it ain't that. That's not the right time, buddy. Yeah, we're heading home, taking our time. We might be hitting some rain. I see a lot of headlights coming northbound, so we might be hitting some rain, it looks like.
Yeah, it's looking a little gloomy up there.
I know back in Jacksonville, it rained a little bit this morning by us and stuff, but yeah, we are heading home. Take the weekend off. You guys can watch whatever videos I'm gonna put out from our Savannah trip. I hope you enjoy them. But yeah, that was like, and I want to test out when we go to Buc-ee's, I want to see that Polaroid camera, because that Polaroid camera was charged when we left that hotel room.
Yeah, and it was looking completely drained last night.
And that Polaroid camera is the new camera that Polaroid cameras, they come with the film with the battery in it. This one here has a built-in battery, and the film does not need a battery. So
It's just gonna charge up the camera.
you charge the lithium battery that's built in the camera. So that thing, and even when I plugged it to the charger, because I had a charger in my pocket that was charging the phone as we're walking around, it wouldn't even accept the electricity from, like somebody said in the comment, it does not want us to take a picture of that square.
It's okay, the next time I go back, I'll be taking pictures.
Because again, you know, you can take pictures with your phone camera, not saying that
your digital cameras, like your cell phones, are supposed to be better.
Right, and you can sometimes catch orbs, but that's digitally.
Yeah.
This camera here is not digital, so the spirit won't be able to mess with any digital signals.
Right.
So when you're with a regular camera, just a basic film camera, no spirit can mess with that digital. It can mess with the what the hell's that thing? The film, but it will not be able to mess with the digital aspects of what you're taking a picture of. So that's why we got the Polaroid camera, was to do that, because you can catch shadow monsters or shadow figures with a Polaroid, a non-digital camera, than you can with a digital camera. Because in a digital camera too, it, depending on the lighting, the camera will adjust to the lighting. It will get brighter, it will get darker depending on the sun. Now that Polaroid camera, it's just shoot, and it just point and shoot. It does no adjustments on lighting. It is whatever it sees when that flash comes on or doesn't come on, that's what is there. So that spirit almost said, no, it isn't, before you even, well, there was a couple of times that BB was thinking it. She was started a sentence and it answered for her right on the point. Hey Cameron, how you feeling this morning? I woke up with a headache, throbbing migraine at 6 a.m. and the back of my throat was like dry and sore. It's a little sore, but I took some medicine for the migraine. It brought it down a little, but I mean, I woke up with like someone just pounding on my head, on the both sides of my temples and stuff. I really thought you were joking around when you got no. When I realized you weren't, I got cold feeling inside. No. Like I said, stuff like that, whether we get something or not, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it or you cannot feel it. Because at one point before we met Micah, the spirit said, you're not into it.
And at the point, and it was referring to me, because what we had gone through earlier that day.
Right. Cemetery.
And I really wasn't getting my hopes up too high of getting anything last night. I'm thinking this is going to be another waste of time. And I kind of put myself down with that, and I really wasn't.
You didn't even bring the cross out when you first came out.
No.
Your rosary.
No.
You just walked out when you left the rosary in there like,
I just wore my,
like it's not going to be.
I just wore my Trinity knot, and I'm figuring, okay, and because and that's why it said, you're not into this.
Because when we went to the Bonaventure Cemetery, we recorded about a good hour's worth of video.
More than that.
Probably.
We were
but
there
the point
is
that we didn't get nothing. Nothing from the spirit talker. And we went to famous people and everything. The light was not green. And even though Micah says, no, that light should always be on. So it was like the battery in that electric reader was dead at the cemetery. But then it was alive at Riley's at the right square. because I told him, I said, well, when I use this, that light, like I don't remember that light always staying on, but I told him when I use this, the light, like today, the light never came on. And he goes, you probably need a battery. Just unscrew this. He goes, just make sure, try to put new batteries every time you go out if you have it sitting too long. But that light indicates that it's on. So the first green light, because when I first got there and I turned it on, the green light was on. I was like, damn, there's energy in this place. But he says, no, that's like your on and off light. That's telling you the device is on. Now, when it goes to 2, 3, you know, the other shades of color, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way to the red, he goes, no, that means that is someone next to you, because that is reading energy and stuff. So I was like, okay, now I have a better understanding. If that light is not on, then that means my battery is dead. If I put another battery in there and it's still not on, that means some bastard's draining the battery. At that moment, it is stopping that light from coming on, because
and they're known, and they need that type of energy to be able to communicate with you.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of your electronics will be dead. That's why I'm wanting to see with the Polaroid now.
Yeah, that's what we had the Polaroid for.
Yep.
So like I said,
and I didn't think about it until after we got back to the hotel last night.
To bring it in and see if...
No, the REM rod, the REM
pod.
The REM pod. Yep, we should have put that out there in the,
yeah, I didn't think about that.
The Taylor Square, because we were getting good responses with the meter reader when I was asking her
that
to
was at
touch
3.
it. And I should have went back to the car and got the REM pod.
Because it was only in the Taylor Square where the energy was at 3, other than
more.
by the hospital.
Yeah.
So it was like the spirits were caught in that square. They could not leave that square.
But when I would ask them to get near the device, it would go higher.
And with the REM pod versus the other thing, the meter, is 2 different types of thing. The REM pod, the meter that I held in my hand, that receives energy.
Mm-hmm.
The REM pod distributes energy
Around.
and makes a force field. And if something was to make a ripple in that force field,
it detects it.
It detects it. Now, mind you, it's not collecting energy. It's throwing out energy, and it sends a force field. And if, like I said, if something ripples that so if a spirit was trying to hide its energy and trying to come near us,
it can't with a REM pod.
Right, because the REM pod is shooting the energy. And if you interfere that energy, like if I walked up to the REM pod, it would detect me because I'm interfering in the area. It's like
throwing an invisible
shield, like a dome
shield,
or something. Yeah. It says, yeah, yesterday was fun, scary at the same time. I've seen ghost hunters use that device before. Yeah. And it's hard to trip a REM pod because a lot of times on the shows, they don't, like an Expedition X, they had a lot of REM pods out and they never went off. And they even said it that, you know, that is the most hardest thing to trip because, again, a lot of people think that's an energy reader, but it's not. It's an energy, it disperses energy. And if something disturbs the energy, then it thing. And it measures temperature drop as well.
Yeah.
When I was rehabbing on the nursing home, I started crying around 2 in the afternoon. Later in the afternoon, my wife called and told me her brother died around 2 o'clock. Wow, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. Have y'all made it to Buc-ee's yet? I'm guessing you. No, when we get to Buc-ee's, we're going to sign off. We're going to go in there real quick, and then we're going to come back on and then do another live. So you'll know when we're at Buc-ee's because we'll be off. And then when we leave that Buc-ee's, we're going to come back on and we're going to go from Buc-ee's to Buc-ee's. You'll see a Buc-ee's to Buc-ee's video after that one. And then when we go to that Buc-ee's, we're going to shut it off and then turn it back on. And that's going to take us all the way from Buc-ee's to Lakeland. And the thing is, there's a place, Casadega, where the Devil Chair is at in Florida. And we still want to do the St. John's Bridge where the bridge is built on top of a German cemetery. Okay. It says, do those are real and not fake? Do those are real? So those are real and not fake. Right, right. Those things are real, but like what I thought it was an electric, like I said, what Micah did was when I was asking him questions,
he just reassured us that the equipment that we are using and
he showed us
correctly.
Right, right. That, I mean, not only that, but he explained everything about the equipment that we use and explained what each equipment does. So he really, it was kind of like going to school, and I was just taking it all in. And yeah, those are real, but the REM pod I was using the wrong way. I thought the REM pod was an energy collector, but it's not. It's an energy distributor. And the thing in my hand, which I can't remember the thing off my name, the EMF reader. Yeah. That's what it is, the EMF reader. That is an energy collector. That's what construction people use. They put on the wall, up against the wall, to see if there's a live wire behind your construction. Like if you're doing construction and you want to hit the wall and you want to make sure there's nothing live behind there, you put that.
Use that meter. Yeah.
Well, that's what that meter's for. That EMF meter is a construction tool. It's not a ghost hunting tool. It's a construction tool, but it's used in ghost hunting because of it collects energy. So you put that on the wall and you be like, okay, there's something live behind there. Don't hit your hammer here. Well, hence you can use that. The EMF reader. Now that is an object that was made by a paranormal investigator, and again, that emits energy. And if you touch it, it's like a cup of water. The cup of water stays flat. If you just tiny touch the cup of water, you see the little ripples. That's what that does. That detects the ripples in the air.
REM pod.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard of those temperatures. We had one when we came a couple of years ago, but the thing was hard to read. So that's why we used the spirit talker.
That and all that noise gives me a bad headache.
Yeah, it's like they have the best bathrooms. Yes, they do. I feel like I haven't lived yet. Everyone's been to Buc-ee's. Have you heard of a place called Savannah Lake, the amusement park that's supposed to be haunted? No, we have not heard that.
Where is that at?
Not to me, Mark. I haven't been to one yet. We in the same boat. Well, according to Katrina, her mother, her father, and I think the mother-in-law and all that, they were heading back home.
Yeah.
And they all went to Buc-ee's in Virginia, the new one, and that Katrina's dad literally had a hissy fit because the mother was going crazy in the store, and the two ladies were going, and he told them, "You ain't buying nothing. Let's get the hell out of here."
Oh, wow.
Like he really flipped a lid because the women were going crazy and stuff. So, and that was their first time at a Buc-ee's, and I can understand that because the first few times we went to Buc-ee's, it was like, They'll have to look again on where that place is. It was supposed to be haunted, be a little girl. I forgot. Oh, that's that amusement park, I think, where the little girl drowned in the lake or something. And there's a house there, and the amusement park was on the land, and it was around the lake, and they closed it down because, I don't know if people were drowning in the lake or because of the spirit thing or something. I used to watch a lot of travel channels, and it's a show called The Most... Yeah, we watched that. Yeah, see, yeah, that's the one. We've seen that video. Okay. I think it's a white and red house.
But where is what I'm asking.
It's not. It's... I'm trying to remember where. But we seen the show where it was an abandoned amusement park, and the little girl drowned in the lake. And then it was like every year or something, there was a girl or something.
That was showing up?
No, that was drowning.
Oh.
But they closed the amusement park down because it was haunted. That's how bad the hauntings were. And we seen that thing. I wonder if Micah was in that video. But we seen it. Yeah, we seen it. Great content. So I enjoyed it. Well, it wasn't meant to be that great, but like I said, it was just something. It was just crazy. Just crazy. Julie, I'm back. I had to switch over to my computer because my husband is bitching that I'm always on the phone watching videos and supposedly using all the data. Crystal, where is this haunted amusement park located? I can't remember. I don't know offhand, but it was on a show. And just got a message back from my primary care. They can't see me for a few weeks. This is utter BS. Looks like I will be taking another trip to emergency room 3 weeks after the first time. I can't remember where it was. I'm assuming y'all be back. Yeah. We'll definitely be coming back. Let me see if I can find that haunted amusement park. Oh, that's in California.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't know. This says the haunted amusement park. This is showing now. Hang on, maybe it's not California. Colorado. No, that's a different. Lake Shawnee Amusement Park, West Virginia.
I thought that's where it was.
Because of 6 tragic deaths. It's called Lake Shawnee Amusement Park in West Virginia. That's the one.
That's the one that came to mind, but there's a few other ones where little girls have died near water.
Cameron, you are mixing this lake up with Jason's camp. I mean, that's what it says right there. I just looked it up on Google. That's in Colorado's States Park. I mean, according to what I just pulled up here, the Unexplained, it's the video Unexplained. So there might be more than one, but this one here is the numerous fatalities occurred at a haunted park located of many tragedy deaths. Episode 1. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, raindrops keep falling on my head.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it says here, it's Lake Shawnee, West Virginia. That's the one that the family put up an amusement park there. And think the Stanley Hotel is definitely haunted for sure. Raindrops keep falling on my head. And then there was something that happened in 2021 where in Glen Caverns Park, a 6-year-old died, but the haunted one. Lake Shore Amusement Park. Let me pull that up. Yeah, West Virginia. Yep. Lake Shawnee Amusement Park is a defunct reported elderly haunted amusement park in Princeton, West Virginia. Built on a site with a dark past including Native American burials.
Okay, but she's talking about a little girl that died there. And every year the little girl comes back.
Well, that might be the one in Colorado. That happened in 2021, 2020. But this one here is the one that we've seen. So, and it says the park opened in 1926 to 1966, mid-1980 before closing. Despite the closure, site remains popular destination for explorers and paranormal enthusiasts alike. But there's a Native American burial ground, and 1960s, some reports too many accidents and child's deaths during the operation. It had a brief second run in the mid-80s, but closed for good. Visitors have reported feeling the presence of ghostly children. A swing where a child died is considered the hot spot. People were leaving toys, offerings. There's also stories of a boy who drowned in the swimming pool. Other alleged hauntings include sightings, apparitions in the old ride, carts, and unexplained movement objects. But that's the one that we've seen on TV. Now, there might be more. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying that's the one that I remember. But I think, Crystal, I think that's the same one you're talking about. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we've seen that too on the travel channels. Let me ask a question. Do you believe in Michael Myers? I mean,
I believe there's people out there like him.
I'd have to ask AI.
She wants your opinion on AI's opinion.
Well, what I'm saying is, Michael Myers is a TV show.
Yeah, well, sometimes TV shows are based off a little bit of truth. Now, do I believe that there are people out there like Michael Myers that are born that way? Absolutely. Now, do I think society can turn people in like to Michael Myers? Absolutely.
And you see, no, Michael Myers is from a Halloween movie, and he's not a real person. So, like, Michael Myers was created for movies. You see what I'm saying? Now, if AI said that was based on a true story, then I would. But of course, names are different and all that. Then I would say yes. But because that is just a made for a movie thing, then no, I don't believe in Michael Myers.
I believe there is evil in people like Michael Myers.
No, I believe there's evil in people like Michael Myers, but what I'm just trying to say is I don't believe in Michael Myers because I know that was just a movie made for a TV. Now, Jaws. Do you believe in Jaws? Yes, I believe there's a Jaws out there.
But
there's a great white.
There's never been a Jaws that big.
But I'm saying I don't believe, like that Jaws is in the water.
But
that's all I'm just trying to say.
But we don't know. They've never gone deep enough. We don't know.
No, but I'm just trying to say Jaws was based on attacks of sharks. Michael Myers was just based on some guy's mind and stuff. So now, if AI would have said there was incidents out there that were almost a copycat as Michael Myers, then I would say yes, that's believable. But AI just,
Oh, and Ted Bundy wouldn't?
but it didn't refer to Ted Bundy.
Exit 42.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Ted Myers didn't. It didn't say on here that Ted Myers thing. You sure it's exit 42? Because I had 38.
That said 42.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, like I said, like Michael Myers, I don't believe in. It's right there. But
I can see.
but if it had said Michael Myers, even though it's a movie, but Michael Myers did. I mean, AI would tell you Michael Myers did. I mean, Ted Bundy did some things affiliated to Michael Myers. Like, I mean, you'd be surprised asking AI and getting into it. That'll debunk anything there.
Oh, I gotta go this way, don't I?
Yeah, I just
Yes.
told you it's on the left. It's over that bridge. But
Everybody
no.
in their new roundabouts.
Michael Myers, like I said, it's just a made-up character. There's no one that AI picked up to say that there are people that similar things as Michael Myers. But I mean, Michael Myers, if you think about it, would be what we considered a serial killer. Someone that keeps getting away with stuff like that. You know. Other than you go to Haiti or stuff like that, where people have woken up from the dead. Like there was a movie long time ago, and I can't remember, where there was a powder that these voodoo people would blow in your face, and it would put you in such a deep sleep it couldn't even pick up your heartbeat, and they thought you were dead, and people were waking up from the dead. They would say like, oh my God, these people are coming. To find out it was some kind of voodoo powder. Now that was based, and that was a movie back, hell, it could have been in the early 80s, 70s, but there was a movie out there that showed that these voodoo,
based on true facts.
yeah, the voodoo people in some country would blow a dust on
It's
you.
like when everyone hears voodoo, they just assume that it's all bad. But
We went to a haunted tour in the state prison. We did when we went to St. Augustine, and the video got all deleted.
yeah, it never showed up on the.
Yep,
on the,
never showed up on the thing when I
phone.
downloaded it.
Which was wild.
Well, we're gonna be here at Buc-ee's for a little bit. We're gonna get back on. Guys, go grab yourself something to eat. Go take a pee break. Do what you got to do.
And we'll be back.
Because the Buc-ee's to Buc-ee's, that's gonna be a ride there. That'll definitely be a long ride because that'll take us into Florida. So you guys do that. We will see you back in a little. And Katrina, if you're listening, pick up the phone.
Yes, love.
Rain, let me see how I can. Let's see, we go this way.
No.
Okay.
Nope. You hit that. Now
Yeah.
you can exit out.
Nope. It's not shutting off.
You gotta.
The wrong phone.